At center, Riley. Reed. At shooting, Canner Medley. At the other guard position, Flash. At power forward, Big Dog. At the other forward position, Brevin Reese. The head coach of the visiting team is Nate McMillan.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Earlier in the season, Indiana ended up losing their last game in this matchup against Portland.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
Yeah, I agree. Hard to win games when every offensive possession is one shot, then a jog back the other way to play defense.
Well, having depth is such a big deal for these teams, Clark. As you get deep into the season, we see how these injuries begin to pile up.
Yeah, and they can hurt you, and you know they're going to happen. You've got to be lucky. A lot of it depends on your preparation and your preventative training, and that's not only on the training staff, but it's also on the players to take care of their bodies, get their rest, and do the things they need to do to try to be ready to play every game.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers. Flash out there with the great one. Then there's Prez. Then there's Bottoms. And it's Big Dog in at the 4. 5 on the clock. Screen by Nurkic. Lillard. It's rebounded by Prez. So it's the Pacers now. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Well, the effort plainly was not there. I mean, they often settled for tougher, lower percentage shots, and that makes it hard to win.
Lillard on top. He's coming off a 25-point game against Phoenix.
First points of the night, and here we go.
Setting the tone early with the first bucket, and we're off.
Now the pass to Big Dog. Indiana moving the ball around. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Nurkic. First quarter, about a minute and a half. And Lillard kicks to McCullough. Pass to Collins. They set the pick. Three-pointer, Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now here's Prez. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Passes it to Flash. Fires for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
Boy, I like how fast, how quickly he went up with the shot, realizing that his man had no chance.
Here's Flash, covered by Lillard. Right wing. It's stolen. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
And one of the most dangerous shooters in the league, Damian Lillard, only needs a sliver of daylight break to get that baby off.
Yeah, I mean, he'll brush off the comparisons to Steph Curry, but he presents some of the same problems for the defense. Deep range, a quick release, and just one of the nastiest step-back jumpers in the game.
Here's Flash. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Here's Kaner Medley. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. The Great One's got his first points of the night.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Lets it go from 11, and it's off the back rim. No good.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter. Not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes, you get that first one to drop, and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
And so it's Indiana with it after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. Here's Flash, covered by Lillard. Here's Reese. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. I can't explain what happened there, Kevin. I mean, he had the layup, looked like it was a simple play. Somehow the defense threw him off just enough to cause a miss.
Here's Flash. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to speak with Terry Stotts. He told me they always have to be alert, and especially against this team because of its discipline and focus. He said we'll get embarrassed if we're inattentive at the defensive end. We must stick with our principles and do the little things. Kevin, they did win the first meeting of the season, and we'll see if they can get it done again tonight.
Okay, Dave, guys, how hard a job is it going to be to keep this team's shooting percentage down?
It's going to be very difficult. I mean, they move the ball well. They've got players who can go off if the defense isn't solid through and through.
And, you know, that's the important part. You've got to be locked in defensively, countering their ball movement with active, aggressive, communicating defense. I mean, that's really the only way to keep their shooters from getting comfortable.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Harkless. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And anytime you think about the Pacers, really hard to forget their recent dominance in the East now. I mean, in 2013, they were 1 win away from the NBA Finals. In 14, they earned the #1 seed in the East, and then it kind of snowballed south since then.
And he sinks the second. And for the Pacers, 2 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals, they seem poised for a long run. Clark, what happened?
Well, they changed direction. They had 3 all-star caliber players in Lance Stevenson, Roy Hibbert, and Paul George, and David West was an anchor of that team as well. Stevenson left. The league seemed to figure out Hibbert, and PG broke his leg, and just like that, their fortunes changed. And I think, too, the way the league was changing in terms of style of play impacted the decision. decision, too.
Now here's McCollum. Last game he had 28 points. And it's Lillard missing.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
First one falls for him. And for the Blazers, Greg, you could make the case they possess the second best backcourt in the NBA after the Splash Brothers with Lillard and McCollum.
Yeah, certainly offensively. I mean, they're just about unguardable. The questions begin at the other end. And when you factor in defense, I think you can find some debate there as some other groups tend to do a better job on that side of the ball.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. To the inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from...
Stupid idiot.
McCollum. And it's 7 points for Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Pacers trail by 3. Flash misses.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Really, exactly. I mean, in what world is that a good shot? You tell me. I mean, he's got to feel bad and embarrassed about that one. No reason to take that shot.
Count it. 6 points for Nurkic. The Pacers have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Here's Reed. And the pass to Big Dog. Fires it up. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Damian Lillard. Right around 25 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
And the foul called on the great one. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. 6 to shoot. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Not enough on that one as it misses. Pacers trail by 5. Frees the pass to Big Dog. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And here is Prez. They set the pick. Pass to Reed. Nurkic with the steal. McCollum with the ball. The 3. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And Portland making a change here. Davis is checked in.
Stay on him.
Lillard outside. Kicks to Harkless. Dishes it to Nurkic. Lillard outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot that if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Flash misses.
You know, this just hasn't been his quarter. I mean, he doesn't seem to be comfortable at all, particularly shooting. I mean, he knows he's struggling right now.
And already with a commanding lead, a terrific offensive performance.
Yeah, and the execution, time and time again, right on point. They're running their offense to perfection.
Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. In third, the Pacers. In fourth, the Trailblazers.
It's been a constant for both teams. The second chance opportunities, they make the most out of every offensive rebound.
Now, here's Lillard. 7 points in the game, takes a 3, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Here's Flash. Over in the corner, Prez. And that's a foul called on Bottoms. That's his first foul.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Well, you still got to know the situation and be aware. I mean, he wasn't getting to that ball. Best to not get out of control and pick up that foul.
Harkless kicks to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And the